Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And this time what we are going to do is I have got some very sad looking Calatheas here. Now if you see, these are not looking that great. I have a bunch of these, and if you see, it's not doing that great. This is one of them, and this is another one. This is also Mirantha. That's very sad. And I've got two more which I will show you. So if you see these two, they are not in the best of conditions. Now, two things which may have happened is, one is that the plants are not clean during the rain. I can see here that if you see in this one, it's got a lot of dirt, got a lot of soil, and that's the reason why it's looking kind of sad. But they can re-emerge because Calatheas and Miranthas, they have potatoes bulbs as roots, and even if the leaves are totally gone, you can have growth back, but you need to give them the ideal condition. Now, the other thing that I was thinking about is the water that I give it is absolutely okay because I give them rainwater, and that's very ideal. It does not have uh, any solids dissolved in the water like tap water does. Tap water will contain chlorine, and that's not going to be suitable for Calatheas, for Miranthas. So what I was thinking is, I have created this mix, and if you see, this is quite different from the aeroid mix that I usually use. Now you will see that this mix has finer particles, it has finer it has these leaves, and it has these straw in them, which mimics a jungle floor type of substrate where you usually find these plants. And this I assume that this would be a better substrate right now for these Calatheas and these Miranthas which are not doing well. So what I'm going to do is I am going to repot them, and during the process I'm going to give them a new substrate and see in case if they thrive in this substrate. And I do have other Calatheas that are also not doing that great, so this is going to be helping me understand what's wrong and what can I do to improve their health. So in case if this goes the right direction, then I will do this with my other Calatheas as well. So let's go ahead and let's open up one of the plants. Let's open up one of them. Let's bring them out one by one and see what's happening. So let's go with the small one first. Okay, so let me just go ahead and pull this out. And as you can see, the roots are not deep enough. They never were, because it did not have the ideal condition. And if you see, the substrate that they were in is not suitable at all. And although this one has some tiny roots, but it's not thriving. Now this is how it was, and this is how it was for nearly months and months. I had this plant and it's not shown any growth. So we'll give them this new substrate and see if these plants like this new substrate that I'm going to give them. So the first thing that I will do is I will empty the whole pot, and I'll reuse the same pot that they were in. I'll use the same pot. Just going to go ahead and put the rocks back in so that the drainage holes are covered, and the pots become a bit bottom heavy. That's all done. And now before I plant these, what I'm going to quickly do is I'm going to quickly wash them, but I'm not going to use ordinary tap water. I am going to use rainwater that I have collected, and then I'm going to wash them and put them in the substrate. So let's do that first. So I've got some rainwater here, and you can see I will just quickly wash this one, wash the leaves, wash everything off. Just going to give it a clean start. I guess that's it. And then I can put this in the substrate. So let's fill this pot up with the substrate. I think that's going to be enough. I'll just put it in there. Very simple, just poke a hole and put it in there. I have one more teeny tiny cutting that just fell off, so this one I will use as well. Just going to place it here somewhere like so, hoping that will grow as well. Just go ahead and put a little bit more substrate on top, and that's it. What I'll just do is I'll just water it, and obviously this is the rainy season. Just today we've got some sun, and I'll let rain do the rest, and hopefully it will grow back nice. Let's move on to the other ones. Let's move into this one. Not hoping to see a lot of roots, but what I did find is this earthworm here, if you see. So I've been finding a lot of these lately. So I'm just going to go ahead and dump all the soil in here, substrate that was there previously. Just use some rocks right at the bottom to make it a bit bottom heavy. And we're going to use the same substrate. Oh, this just came right off. That shows me that they were not in the best of shape. And as expected, you can see that there are a lot of roots, but all of these roots have now rotted away. With this one, I don't see that I have any chance of saving this. Not sure how we'll be able to save this. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just quickly put it just here beside this one. See if by any miracle that comes back. Let's do the others. Let's do this one. Okay, let's get this one out. As you can see, not a lot of roots, but I do see new growth here. If you see, this is very promising, and this is very good news. That means that we can still save this one. The only thing that we need to do is we need to clean this up before we pot it. Let's clean the leaves. And actually, if you can see, we have got 1 2 3 4 points. So that looks very promising. This I am pretty sure that we'll be able to save. There was obviously some root rot because of the previous substrate it was in. I'm just going to go ahead and pull off as much rotted root as possible before I put this in the substrate. I'm going to put it in this pot. Let's fill this up with the substrate. Now let's just fill this pot up. That's it. Now the only thing which is left for us to do is to water this and see how it goes. There we are. Okay, and now the big one. Let's see what's happening with this one. Look at this. Maybe they are chowing down on the roots, and that's the reason why they're not in the best of condition. So I'm just going to go ahead and empty the soil, the substrate that it was in previously. Maybe just put back a few rocks in there so that it becomes a bit bottom heavy. And on top of that, we'll use the substrate. So this one is already good size, so I'll not wash it, I'll just water it, and that's going to do the job. But I am going to pull apart the soil around its roots so that I can see what's happening with the roots. We'll just pull apart these old leaves which got damaged, and it is showing some promises. If you can see, there are new growth which is coming out of this plant, so that's a good sign. So you can see they're all over, and from the sides you can see the new growth. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be a success. But what I want to do is I want to wash the roots before I plant this one. So I'm going to go ahead and wash the roots. So as you can see, I have got rid of all the mud and the dirt which was there in the roots, and the roots look promising, and there are new growth points as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly go ahead and put this in the substrate as well. That's it. So these are our 3 pots that we have uh, for the Calatheas which were not doing well. Guys, in case I am very new with Calatheas, so in case if you know how I can get them to grow well, let me know in the comments. You know that Calatheas do not like high TDS in the water, so I'm just going to go ahead and shower them, and they don't like to be uh, dried out as well. But still, the ones that I have are not thriving. So in case if you do know a thing or two about Calatheas, do let me know. That's it for this video, guys. Please like the video. In case if you have found the content useful, I will definitely implement all your suggestions. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and let me know what you want to see next. I will give you an update on these, and I'll definitely implement all your suggestions if I find them worth trying. And definitely press the bell notification in case if you have subscribed, so that you don't miss out on any video that I post on this channel. Until the next video, guys, take care. Bye bye.